Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA.
Ocala.
It is time for Horse Sense with the Equine Alliance of Marion County. We're going to learn a little bit about the industry that made Marion County famous, and got a few guests in the studio right now. Of course, Crystal Furnung is here in the studio, as is Barbara Feitos. Good morning, Barbara. Good to see you. Kelly Hart down the other end. Wow, you're doing 2 shows in a row today. And let's see, and our guest, who I don't know, is Damien Guthrie. Is that right? Good morning, Damien. Let me make sure everybody's microphone is turned on. All right, and we've got a lot of stuff to talk about today, so I will try to say very little right now, other than say good morning to all of you. And
good morning.
You got some horse sense stories, right?
Yes.
Are we calling it horse
bits?
Horse bits. Okay.
Thanks to Lisa McDonald last week,
there we go. Right.
I did not get her contact information. So if she's listening today, if you can let the radio station know or email us at horsesense@gmail.com. I have a gift for you.
Ah, nice to hear that. Everybody likes a gift, right?
Yep. So horse bits. We're going to get right into it. The OBS March 2-year-old and training sale ended this past Tuesday with records being shattered, generating gross receipts of $37,817,500, surpassing the previous record of $33,380.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Which was recorded in 2008, where a total of 185 horses brought to 28,794.
Another sign of a recovering economy, right?
Oh, yes. Well, and it's also a byproduct of a reduced supply of horses, because when the economy went, the supply of horses went down because people didn't breed as much. And so,
oh, really?
Yeah, supply and demand for sure. This year's average price of $190,997 on 198 horses. I didn't have enough coffee. Sold established a new standard, rising 22.7% from last year's record sale of 155,643. 3 horses bought over $1 million, with 2 horses bringing $1.6 million each. Hip 343 was sold by Northwest Stud to Barbara Banky's Stone Street Stable, which is formerly the Vinery Farm here in Ocala. Miss Banky is the widow of Jess Jackson of Jackson Winery. Hip number 350 also brought a final bid of $1.6 million and was consigned by local trainer and consigner Eddie Woods. The flashy gray Aron colt was sold to Sheikh Jean bin Hamad Al Thani.
Hey.
Wow.
I know. Mouthful. I hate that, yeah. The pronunciation is what I hate.
To move forward so much is very gratifying, said Tom Ventura, OBS president. We couldn't have been happier with the horses the consigners brought here and the quality affirmed in the ring. It was a wonderful horse sale. And it ended up actually it was supposed to be a 2-day horse sale, and they had to back it up, push it all into a 1-day horse sale, because the one day of the Bree show was supposed to be Thursday and Friday, and they had to cancel Thursdays because weather was so bad. So they had to move it to Friday, Saturday, which didn't give enough time for the horses to be inspected after the Bree show, so they just pushed it into a 1-day sale instead of a 2-day sale.
Oh, wow. Did you meet the Sheik?
No, he's not there. He had
he's not there. Oh,
he had a representative there.
He does it by Skype or something?
Yeah, no. His agent was there. So
okay.
Yeah, no, he wasn't in attendance, but every major trainer in the thoroughbred industry was there. It was a really, really great sale. The next one is, again, our good sponsor, Infinite Day Spa, is having their spring special for the month of April. Mention you heard about them on the Horse Sense radio show and receive $15 off any of their wonderful services. Infinite Natural Day Spa is a true European day spa located at 212 Southeast Magnolia. Some of their unique services include specialized massage services and skin treatments for both men and women. Some of their specialized massage services include sports and trigger point massage, as well as pregnancy and equestrian massages. Damien? You probably need to go get one of those.
I do.
Have to explain that later.
Yeah.
And of course, our equine logo contest. The Equine Alliance of Marion County is encouraging graphic designers and artists to enter their logo contest, running February 1st through April 15th. The contest is free to enter and open to Florida residents of all ages. The goal of the contest is to create the logo for the Equine Alliance of Marion County that will embody their mission to the business community to connect, communicate, and educate in an effort to enhance their opportunities in this county's diverse horse industry. Finalist artwork will be on display at Ocala Breeders' Sales Company during the April 2-year-old and training sale, with the winner being announced on April 25th. The winning artists will have the opportunity to have their body of work displayed on a mutually agreed upon date in the gallery of the FTBOA. For more information, visit Horse Sense Ocala on Facebook, email us at horsesenseocala@gmail.com, or visit our website, Equine Alliance of Marion County.
There you go. Wow, that is rapid fire.
It is. I'm learning off of you and Robin, listening to you.
Yeah, that's what we do. The news.
I don't know if I could get 24 in,
horse
but
bits. Yeah, yeah. So now we're going to learn about an event happening a week from today, right?
yes.
And that's called Live Oak International. Do I have the right name?
Yes.
Yeah, and
Perfect.
and Damien, nice to meet you. Damien Guthrie. Are you from here? Are you from around here?
Originally from Australia.
Okay. I was waiting for that. I heard just a tad. I just heard a little bit. So
Moved here in 2002 and bought a nice farm in northwest part of the county in 2006, and happily in debt and married and
Happily in debt and
living
married.
the American dream.
yeah. Happily in debt and married. So did you come here specifically to this area? I mean, because of the horses?
Yes.
Oh, you
Yes.
did?
Yes. I moved from Sydney, Australia, and we had a horse farm there, and we moved here, and the horses is what brought us to Ocala.
So if I could just jump over to Kelly real quickly. Next week, you're actually going to be broadcasting from the show, right? From the horse show?
Yes. Ocala Magazine has partnered up with Live Oak International, so we're going to be able to merge our shows. I'll be out there just kind of mobile, just talking to vendors and some of the competitors. And we were talking this morning about putting me on a carriage and having me report
All right.
on you know me. I'll do it. That'll be fun.
The problem with being a radio announcer and having that long of a piece is you get a little hoarse.
Ah.
Sorry. Had to do
full of
that.
them.
So how much are the tickets? And I'm asking that specifically because we've got some to give away, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We have two options to give away today. We have general admission tickets. General admission to the public is $10.
Okay.
$5 for kids. And we have some VIP tickets to give away, valued at $100 each.
Oh, wow.
That's on the Sunday. And our event basically starts on Thursday with the competition, runs Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And we're looking forward to it.
And what do the VIP people get? What's
They're going to get
specials?
unlimited food and beverage for several hours.
Oh, all right.
So, and they get to watch a fabulous competition on Sunday. And I'd be happy to talk about our competition and what's going on, so we can inform the public on what we're doing out there.
Those are the brunch tickets,
Yes.
correct? And that's in the tent?
Yes.
You sit right next to the, what do you call it?
The competition arena.
Competition arena.
Oh, wow.
So
Oh,
you're
wow.
like right there with, the horses go right by you. You're right next to it.
Oh, wow. Is this an annual event or is this?
Yes.
Yeah.
This event has actually been going. This would be the 23rd year of this event in Ocala.
Okay. All right.
And the event changed a little bit in 2012 because we added show jumping to the program. Predominantly, the 20 years prior to that was just combined driving. So the people that have been spectators for years have been seeing a lot of combined driving out there, but now we have the show jumping this year, which adds a completely different flair to it. We're probably one of the few shows in the world that combines both equestrian events at one facility.
Do the participants participate to elevate their level of competition? How does that work? That whole
Well, our competition is set in two phases. We have the combined driving, and this year we have the national championship for the combined driving. So, in the pairs division, a national champion will be crowned in the driving.
Oh, wow.
In the show jumping on our Saturday Grand Prix, it's what's called a World Cup qualifier. So people competing, if they get, according to their place, they get certain points allocated to their score, which goes on a worldwide ranking list. And the World Championship is in France in 1 month, in April. So we have riders coming from Great Britain, from Ireland, from
Oh, wow.
South America. We've got 15 nations being represented, and a lot of those riders are competing for those valuable points to qualify for the World Championships.
Give our readers or listeners an idea of how high these.
The height of this is maximum international standard, especially on the Saturday and Sunday. So we'll have some warm-up classes on Friday for the horses and the riders to get in the ring to get acclimated to the venue, and then Saturday will be our biggest class, and it will be maximum dimensions, width, because you're getting the best horses and the best riders to come to the show.
How high is that?
Metric, it's 1.6 meters, what's that in the
See,
American terms?
This is the problem. I never know. I never know.
5 foot,
I say roughly about 6
6
feet.
you know?
All right,
Yeah.
thank you. So we need to educate ourselves on the whole
know.
metric thing. But the only,
They
I think
tried
we're the
that
last
when I was
country.
in high school, and Americans just doggedly said no.
Yeah, I know. I remember. Yeah. Well, it was good. I could have gone 65, whatever that would have been.
There you go.
65 kilometers or whatever,
That's right.
or 80, whatever it was. So how do I, as an uneducated horse spectator, watch an event like this and say, "Oh, they just lost a point," or "Oh, that was great, they did well"? How do I know? Because it's not like a race where you either win or you don't.
Yeah, that's very true. And in our program, if a spectator comes to the event and has really never seen a horse in their life, they will be able to receive information there through the program, and our announcers will explain the type of event that's being conducted, the speed, whether, if a show jumping rider knocks down a rail, they will be explained that that means 4 faults, and they have to complete the course in such amount of time, and we'll make it as easy and as clear as possible as we
So
can.
there's an announcer.
Yes, there is an announcer.
And Kelly, are you going to be announcing to us so we know what's going on? I mean,
Yes, absolutely. So I'm going to be acting
this
as
is a big
correspondent.
broadcast next week, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm really excited. It's something new for us. Of course, it's something new for Ocala Magazine Radio. I don't think we've ever done anything outside of the studio, as far as I can remember.
It's been just a perfect storm. This is kind of what the Equine Alliance is about, is to show how there's ways for businesses to work within the horse community, because Kelly's had her show, which is always directly after hours, and Ocala Magazine does such a great job of covering, what goes on in Marion County.
Right.
So it just worked perfect, that Kelly could be there with Ocala Magazine. She can do the interviews because that's what she does so best, and then I can kind of cover over the horse stuff, and Damien can teach us, because I don't really know anything about.
Well, and what it does for the average Ocalan is more than you realize, I think, because you're in it, so you don't realize that we don't know. And so we drive around and we see horses and if we have a visitor, for example, coming from out of the area, they say, "Well, what's with all the horses?" You say, "Yeah, I know. We raise horses here. We send them off to New York or Kentucky or someplace, and they race, and it makes money somehow."
Yes.
And to tell you the truth, we're kind of dark about all this stuff.
Well, Larry, I'm from Ocala. I've been here, 35 years tomorrow, and
That's right. Tomorrow.
Yes, yay! So
I saw it on Facebook.
Thanks. Did I put that on Facebook?
No, they didn't.
No, I'm just kidding. Of course I did. So over the last few months, Ocala Magazine, working with HITS, working with Joan Pletcher and some of her farm properties. This issue that we have this month, of course, covers life equine. So what it's like, a day in the life and all the components. So we have really started to uncover the equine industry, and there is so much that I had no clue about. And I'm from here. I mean, this is where I've been born and raised, and there was so much that I was even unaware of. Some of the beautiful farms that I had never seen, some of the events I was not exposed to. So I'm really learning a lot myself about my own backyard. So it's fun for me to be able to go out and kind of be in the middle of this next week.
Yeah. And Barbara, as somebody who's you've had the opportunity as the legislator to connect the average person with the legal part of all that we do, and you've been able to see the connection between a great industry and a tax base, right?
Absolutely. There's no doubt about it. The economic impact is enormous, and when we have events of this magnitude and this caliber, that is the message that will be delivered. The successful sale that was just concluded at OBS is just an example of that. But this event that will connect the community to what's happening in the equine industry is an enormous benefit benefit. And the generosity of spirit of the people that are engaged in this, in terms of educating someone like me. I was privileged in many instances to assist with the ceremonies, with the award ceremonies. And when I would go out, everyone would explain, this is what you're watching, this is what you're seeing, this is why we do what we do. And that generosity of being able to share that knowledge is just incredible. Even among the vendors at Live Oak, for example, you walk around and you'll see accoutrements, and you'll see the wonderful hats that the ladies wear for the dressage part of it, and they just explain all of the different aspects of it. So it's a wonderful way to connect in terms of, it's not just watching these beautiful horses.
Yeah, right.
And you really get an education as to the impact and what it really means for the whole community.
Yeah, and Crystal, I would have thought you'd be the go-to person about horses, but you just said there's lots you don't know too, huh?
Well, there's about the actual show jumping part and the driving part, the carriage and stuff.
Yeah.
Dory's a very good friend of mine, and she's taught me a lot about how to watch it. I know about a horse. I can tell you whether that's a good. I can tell you that's a good conformation horse. That's a beautiful horse. I can tell you about the horse, but I've never
even do that.
I've
That's
never
pretty, I would say.
I've never competed in this kind of of thing. I've ridden my whole life, so I can have a good appreciation for what the competitors at Live Oak do. The eventing part and the show jumping. I just marvel. Even riding my whole life, I watch it and I'm just like, oh my gosh, because they're so talented. These equestrians are so talented, good horsemen. And what people don't, I don't think really realize is these people are horsemen. I mean, Damien's talking about me coming in this morning saying I was loading horses in the dark trying to get my stuff done and get here. They are working horsemen. They spend a lot of money on their horses and their the stuff they need to do. They're competing, but they're true horsemen.
And you know what it sounds like to me, Damien? It sounds like we're talking about a spectator event and not just a spectator competition. In other words, I might go and not even really understand the competitive part of it, but I'll be dazzled by everything I see around me. The poster even says Clydesdales. Everybody loves the Budweiser Clydesdales, right?
Yes.
So.
Yeah. Well, I think our event certainly separates us from other equestrian events, because as we talk as a group of officials and management for Live Oak, we refer to ourselves as in the entertainment business. And we're there to entertain the public. We're there to entertain our sponsors. And I think we do a very good job at that, at looking after both the spectator that comes in the grounds for $10 and the VIP, or the company like John Deere or Palm Kia that's sponsored. We make sure that they all have a good time. And if you're a family, if you're an elderly person, you are going to have a great experience at Live Oak. It's just a
It's
fantastic
easy to
show.
get around. You can walk. You're right up next to all of these events. You really get a sensory overload. You're not separated by 200 yards. You're right on top of it.
Well, and Kelly, I'm amazed that somebody who grew up here is in the same boat I am when it comes to trying to explain to visitors what we do. So this is an opportunity, if you're listening, to either show up at the event, which is probably the first thing we would recommend, or at least listen to the broadcast next week that Kelly's going to be doing. Kelly, you're the perfect person for this, by the way. So effervescent as you are.
Thank you.
So do we want to give away some tickets right now?
Yeah,
We'd like
why don't
to
we
make
do
the
that?
call. Now, are we giving away 4? If I don't understand this right, 4 tickets?
Well, there's 10 general admission tickets.
Okay.
And then there's 4 Sunday brunch tickets. And the 4 Sunday brunch will give 2 sets of 2.
2 sets of 2.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a $200 prize?
Yeah.
Why don't we start with that one?
Okay.
Want to make it real good? Okay, so if you would like 2 of the Sunday brunch tickets, that's a $200 prize. You get to eat all day long, sounds like. What are you having? What's on the menu?
Moho Grill is doing the catering, so if you're
They're
familiar with
everywhere.
that.
Those guys are everywhere, right? I saw them in the Everglades. I couldn't believe it. All right, so give us a call, 622-9622, if you'd like 2 $100 VIP tickets to the Live Oak International next week. You have a choice of 3 days? 2 days, 1 day.
Well,
many?
Sunday.
It's Sunday.
Oh,
Sunday
it's
only.
just Sunday. Okay,
Sunday
I guess
only
I
for the
didn't
brunch.
understand. All right, here we go. We've got a call. Good morning. You've got 2 tickets. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. Who's this?
Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah, go ahead. Sure.
I was wondering, okay, the show horses, like what we were talking about, and racing horses, you have different horseshoes for different horse events?
Well, race horses do, depending on the surface, sometimes, and the horse's physical needs. You can have toe grabs, you can have wide web aluminums, there's a lot of different types of shoes you can use for racing. As far as show jumping, I'll pass that to Damien.
It's exactly the same. It depends on the horse's anatomy, its foot, its condition, and the sky's the limit. You can glue them on, or you can nail them on, and you can,
Oh, really?
So,
Yeah.
If I was a horse, I'd rather the glue.
Me too.
Yeah, but
I'd rather no
made
shoes.
out of
Does that
horses.
hurt the horse to have it nailed on?
Yeah, you can nail them on, and I know it sounds like, oh my gosh, you're nailing them on, but it's not anything that they feel. It would be like if you put something through like you had a long nail and you put it through the part of the nail that extended beyond your finger. You wouldn't feel it. So that when you nail a shoe onto a horse, it's not like they're sitting like you would be nailing something through your nail. Where the nail goes, they can't feel it.
Okay, thank you. I'm looking forward to going to your event I believe you said on a Sunday, right?
Yep, so
Yes.
it's on Sunday.
And you have two $100 tickets. They'll be waiting for him here. Is that right?
Yes, I'll make sure they're here.
Okay, they will be here waiting for you. And this is Hugh, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Love
okay.
your program. Thank you very much.
There you go.
Thank
wow.
you, Hugh.
Wow, and we'll be doing that again before we wrap up the show in just a few minutes.
Larry, what you want to know too is the VIP brunch on Sunday is actually a benefit. The Ocala Symphony Orchestra
I did not
will
know
be
that.
the benefactor
Oh, wow.
of the proceeds of that brunch, and they've done that now for the past several years. So it's not only a wonderful event, but Live Oak gives back to the community in terms of that benefit for the Ocala Symphony Orchestra. So again, you see the connectivity and you see the impact
Wow.
of what this industry offers to the community. So
And no wonder it's so well orchestrated.
yeah, there you go.
I'm full of them, Kelly. I'm full of them.
All of them.
Well, it's always a
coming.
fast-paced show. You guys put on a wonderful show, Crystal.
you.
And do you want to wrap it up? You have some sponsors
Sure, we
you want to
do.
mention?
We want to thank our sponsors, Infinite Natural Day Spa, Al Mara Arabians, FTBOA, the Blue Jays brand, who we always say wrote our wonderful theme song, and El DeMaro Photography. Wonderful photographer that just, him and his wife, Lou and Lydia, that just moved into Ocala and was looking for a way to get into the equine industry, and
Right,
they
right,
saw
right.
my Craigslist ad, and now they partnered with us, and they go to these, they'll be there doing some photography work for us, and I've put them in connection with Damien, and he's going to be doing some photography work for them, and it's going to be great.
I think I mention it every show, though. Us amateur photographers also can just show up.
Yes,
And
you
Absolutely.
can. Come with your photo. And don't worry. I mean, it's not like if you think, oh, if I'm going to take a picture, I'll scare something. No. You're not going to. You're not going to scare.
So I do have a question about that, though.
Okay.
Because when we did the Kiss the Horse thing, they told us not to use flash photography. Is that true? You shouldn't use flash?
Well,
Sometimes?
you're not going to need it out there anyway.
Right,
so,
right.
it's going to be daylight. But we're just really excited. The Equine Alliance with Live Oak and with Ocala Magazine. Kelly's going to be our on-the-field
Yeah, your
professional
effervescent
interviewing,
hostess. Yes,
effervescent.
yes.
You're going to hear her going, I'm on the radio.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
You'll hear the horses, and it's going to be like you're right there with her. She's going to be great.
Oh, wow. Well, Kelly, you're coming back on in just a few minutes.
Yep, I'll be back on at 10.
To do your
Yes.
show. And, of course, next week, how long is the show next week? Your,
Hour and a half.
The
Yeah, an hour and a
broadcast.
half.
Hour and a half, okay.
We'll start on our regular horse sense time, which is 9:30, go to 10, and then the Ocala Magazine time 10 to 10:30, and then we're adding an extra half an hour.
All right.
So we'll be on from 9:30 to 11. It's going to be great.
Looking forward to it. Crystal, always good to see you. Thank
You
you so
too.
much, Crystal Fernand. Damien Guthrie, nice to meet you. And the more we spoke, the more I think we've spoken before. I don't know.
We may
Do
have.
I look familiar to you? No, not at all, right?
Not yet.
And Barbara Feitos, do you know me?
Yes, I do.
I look familiar.
Absolutely.
Today's Barbara's birthday, by the way.
Your birthday's today?
Yes, it is.
Well, happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
Should we all
I
sing
had to
happy
point
birthday?
that out.
And tomorrow is Kelly, so a double
Yeah.
happy
Double
birthday.
W.
Wow.
There you go.
You know, we might be able to find a cake for the both of you.
Let's do it.
If I could conjure this up, let me see if I can do this. Would anybody please bring a cake to the studio for Barbara and Callie, like within the next 3 minutes. Let's see if I can pull this magic off. Okay.
Let's see.
A magic birthday cake, please, within the next 3 minutes, and everybody can share it. We'll cut it up and share it.
Wonderful.
Thank you, everybody, and I will give away these tickets. We can do this after the fact, right?
Sure.
There you go. Look at it now. How did we know?
Oh my
How
God.
did we know? You see
What?
this?
What?
Was that amazing?
Ask for something
Robin
else. Do
is
it.
like I dream a genie.
That's
I tell you the
amazing.
truth.
30 seconds.
There's a cake. Wow. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. All right,
Thank
let's
you
end
so
with-
much, Damien, for coming. I mean, he is super busy right now trying to get this all put together.
I
and
bet.
we really, really appreciate him
the time.
coming and working with us with this, and we're so happy to do this live remote. I'm excited.
Yeah, we are too, and it sounds like hopefully it was fun for you, Damien.
It's fantastic. We love the opportunity, and we'd like to, do this again.
Plus, you're touring around with 3 pretty women.
Yeah,
Can't beat that, right?
fantastic, and a birthday cake.
And a birthday cake. That's right. All right, we will take a break, and we'll be right back with Kelly Hart on Ocala Magazine Radio.
Thank you.
I'm a different breed. Come on, follow me. We'll make it through.
Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA.
Ocala.